The Runners traveled to Tehachapi on Friday night to take on the Tehachapi Warriors. Tehachapi would kick to open up the game, and Curtis McCann picked the ball up on the 5-yard line, and he ran it across the 20, but he was hit and lost control of the ball, and Tehachapi would recover the fumble. Tehachapi running back Jesse Olofsson would take the first handoff of the game for a first down for Tehachapi. On the next play, running back Zach Maravigli would take this handoff and put the ball inside the 5-yard line. On the next play, Olofsson would take it in from 4 yards out for the first score of the night. On the runner's possession, Tyler Villanueva would roll out on 3rd down and underthrow his target, and the runners were forced to punt.
Throw a pick, come on, man.
On the Rosebin punt, a bad snap to Gabriel Quintero would slip through his hands, and Tehachapi would down Quintero inside the 5-yard line. And on the very next play, Olofsson would take it in from a yard out for his 2nd touchdown of the night. On the runner's possession, Villanueva would roll out to his right on 3rd and long and scramble for 10 yards, but he was short of the first down. On Tehachapi's possession, quarterback Chris Rush would find his receiver Travis Farewell for a 77-yard touchdown pass. This put Tehachapi on top 20-0. On the runner's possession, Nick Lloyd would get this handoff, but he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On the next play, Brendan Facey would get this handoff, and he would be hit hard and lost control of the ball, and Tehachapi would recover. On Tehachapi's possession, Olofsson would again take it in from a yard out for his 3rd touchdown of the night. On the runner's possession, Curtis McCann would get this toss, and he was 1 missed tackle away from scoring a touchdown. After the quarter change, Villanueva would roll out to his left and look for a receiver, but he was picked off by number 36, Zach Tim. On the Warriors' possession, running back Kyle Weeks would take this handoff for a Warriors first down. Weeks would again get the handoff, but he was driven back by a host of Roadrunners. But a few plays later, Zach Cooley would get this handoff and run it in from 5 yards out for his first score of the night. On 3rd down of the runner's possession, Carney would drop back to pass and overthrow Curtis McCann. With just seconds remaining in the half, Phil Rhodes would get this handoff and run it 36 yards before he was taken down by Curtis McCann. The runners would go into the locker room down 32-0. Keith Murphy would kick off for the Roadrunners to open up the second half, and number 31, Michael Lauder, would take the return 21 yards. Running back Cal Weeks would take this handoff 25 yards for a Tehachapi first down. Later in the possession, Bobby Cooley would get this handoff, but he was hit by Cody Lloyd and Anthony Valadares, and the ball came loose and Tyler Villanueva picked it up. On the runner's possession, Murphy would get this handoff for 4 yards. On 3rd down, Andrew Carney would roll out the pass, and his pass was dropped by Elijah Nod. On Tehachapi's possession, Salvador Contreras would get this handoff off the left side, and he would be driven over the runner bench by Curtis McCann and Tyler Villanueva. On the next play, Nick White would be taken down by Nick Lloyd and Tyler Villanueva. Later in the drive, Salvador Contreras was wrapped up by Cody Lloyd and hit hard by Michael Sturgill. On the runner's possession, Andrew Carney would overthrow Curtis McCann on back-to-back plays. On the Warriors' possession, Skylar Stevens would get this handoff, but he was hit by Anthony Valadares and Nick Lloyd. Stevens would again get the ball, and he would again be hit in the backfield by Nick Lloyd. On the runner's possession, Elijah Nod would get this handoff for a Roadrunner first down. And on the very next play, Nod would again get the handoff for another Roadrunner first down. A few plays later, Curtis McCann would take this sweep, but he would get only a yard. On the runner's next possession, Andrew Carney would find Lathan Bendheim on a screen pass, but Lele would only get 4 yards. A few plays later, Curtis McCann would get this reverse handoff, and he would race 80 yards for a Roadrunner touchdown. On the Warriors' next possession, running back Nick White was hit hard by Nick Lloyd and forced a Warrior punt. On the runner possession, Andrew Carney would hook up with Curtis McCann for a 16-yard catch and run and a Roadrunner first down. With time running out, Andrew Carney would drop back to pass, but he was hit and he would fumble the ball, and Tehachapi would recover to end the game. So the runners would lose to Tehachapi 32-6, even though they played a great second half. And after the game, I talked to Nick and Cody Lloyd about the second half. Hey, Cody, obviously the first half you guys struggled defensively. What happened in the locker room to get you guys to turn it around?
We talked, and we got to play as a family, man. You got to have fun. I mean, yeah, you're just supposed to be the funnest time of your life, man, and you got to take, bring it all on the field, you know?
Yeah. Cody, what do you think?
You know what, we just, there was a couple of fights that we had, but you know what, that we solved it. And then, we just said, you know what, let's just go to the second half and let's just have fun. Just keep on playing, you know what, no matter what the score is, just have fun.
Cool, man. And you guys have league coming up this week. Obviously, you guys are going to turn it up during practice. What are you guys going to do differently to prepare yourselves?
Lots of hitting. We got to wrap up. And honestly, man, play as a family. Yeah, it's a family. That's what I think. That's going to win games.
All right, cool. Can't wait to see it. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.